doesn't even make sense why I think about you. It was only one night, only that time, and it's not my style to be caught up in the middle like this. 'Cause now I dream about you. I was probably too drunk, it's blurry, but I've got the image of you running circles in my mind right now. And it could fade away, but it probably won't, and I should let it be. But I'm gonna dive into you, and maybe I'll drown, but what can I do? And it would be alright to let me down. Rather we try than let these feelings slide. So I'm gonna dive into you.
It doesn't even make sense why we try to fight it. Every time that we touch, the room caught on fire. We could blame it on the wine, but we know that we will both be lying. I wish I didn't want you. I was doing just fine, the way that it was. Then you hand me these emotions, didn't want them, but I guess that I'm stuck with them. They could go away, but I know they won't, and I should let it be. But I'm gonna dive into you, and maybe I'll try, but what can I do? And it will be alright to let me down. I'd rather we try than let these feelings slide. So I'm gonna dive into you, dive into you.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
What is going on? Christina, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, I'm trying to adjust so I changed out the lens on the camera literally 5 minutes ago. So now it's really yellow. It's very yellow, in fact. Like I've seen you yellow. All right, thank you for your donation, Cassie, Christina, and Crystal, Kinsley, KSW, Diane, Canary, and Nakona. We got Cowboy Dan, and who else? I think that's it. Welcome, everybody. Sarah, thank you for your donation. We got 5 donations, and we've been online for 30 seconds. It's going to be a good night. It's going to be a good night. All right, let's see what we got. Let's get to some readings now that we fixed the lens. That is really yellow, though. All right, let me take 2 seconds. Well, Canary, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that, too. Let me adjust I got to go back to the old lens. That's pretty obvious at this point, but I don't really want to do that right now. So let's tweak the hue to make it not as obscenely yellow. Okay, I think that is much better. Hit the OK button. Hit the OK button over there. Cowboy Dan, thank you for your donation as well. Let's start out with Cassie. Are the readings I started doing, are they accurate? Are they good? Are they decent? We need to know. We need to know this information. And I'm just saying, I think the appropriate tarot deck for this one is going to be the Dark Mansion Tarot. I think that is the key right now, is getting that Dark Mansion Tarot action in there. Tarot and such. Mina, welcome. Nita, what is going on? Good to see you. All right, everybody's here tonight. This is going to be rocking. It is Friday, and might I say, Jesus, I'm glad the weekend is here, because it has been one of those weeks. It has been one of those weeks where I've had to work 13 hours every day. So I am very glad for a weekend. Anyway, we'll be back to a normal looking camera setup Sunday, but right now I had to change out the lens. So anyway, are the readings accurate? 3 of Cups, interesting, yeah? 6 of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups. I think, obviously. Okay, let's address something real quick. Ryan, welcome. What's going on? Tarot and such. Renee, how are you doing? Tammy, welcome as well. There's certain things that you have to understand about tarot in general. One is that all your readings are not going to be 100% accurate. If they were, then you'd be telling everybody winning lottery numbers. I mean, let's face it, right? So obviously there is that mix of good, bad, reading, accurate, inaccurate. And I think you have a good mix here, right? The Six of Pentacles has you tossing out some good readings. It has you throwing out some decent reading. And this is pretty powerful here, right? Nita, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. The Six of Pentacles, you're handing information that people need. That's the key, right? That is the key. You're handing information that people need. This is important. The Three of Cups, you have people coming to you for readings, Cassie. People come back. People come to you for readings because they are accurate, because they contain the things that we need to know. Sometimes we just need reassurance, right? Is someone going to get better and their health is going to get better? You say yes, it's reassuring. It's very comforting. Three of Cups as you provide that as well. So you do have a level of accuracy. Six of Pentacles, you are giving people what they need, which is important. That's why they keep coming back. Christina, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. And the Six of Cups, this is the key one. This means that your empathy, the empathetic feel you have going into these readings, going into these things is very important, and it is on point. That is the combination that you need. It is about connecting to other people. It is about giving people the information that they need. It is about understanding where people are coming from, and that empathy as well. Very, very key. Sam, welcome. And Wolf. Wolf is here. How is Tosh doing, Wolf? Good to see you as always. All right, let's see what we got going on next. We got Christina wants a general. Let's see about that by using, what do we want to use? Let's use this one, everybody's favorite, the Modern Love Tarot right here. Modern Love Tarot for Christina, because I'm just saying, if we need some love, we can use the Modern Love. And that's all you really need. You know what I mean? That's all you really need in life is more love. So, I'm going to break the cards, apparently. They're making a wild sound over here. Not the Wolf Murray sound, but they're making another kind of sound where they clash together and all that. Did YouTube eat Thursday's live stream? Yes, it did. It consumed the live stream. Okay, so there's a bug where if you don't click into stream and if you click in stream and you don't wait long enough to close the application, the stream locks open. And the only way to close the stream is to delete it. If you don't, the stream stays open forever. And everybody is asking, like, are you streaming? Or they'll post messages, or they'll post reading requests, even though I'm not there anymore. YouTube thinks it's still getting data, so it keeps on. So that's a pain in the butt. And I had to delete it because it got locked open because I clicked the button too quickly. Anyway. General reading, looking at the Two of Pentacles, it is about monetary choices at this point. It is about monetary choices at this point. Trying to figure out what is going to be the priority versus what is not a necessity. And I think you need to figure that out. You're in that position. YouTube user, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. You're in that position where it is time to sort of figure out what is priority versus what is, nice to have kind of thing. So need versus want in here. Seven of Pentacles says, you are diligently doing the work. You are diligently doing that work. I think you are pounding the pavement at work. I think that you are getting this done. You are affecting other people at work. You're getting things done that everybody needs, and you're the movie star at work. Definitely. The Seven of Pentacles is digging and planting the seeds for success for later, because that's just what you need. Even if you don't get the reward now, you need to have that reward later, and setting that up is so key, right? And the Seven of Pentacles says you're doing okay. You're doing that process well. The Four of Wands is sort of interesting here too. Four of Wands says it is about home. a lot of times we do dedicate too much effort to the outside world. We're trying to make people happy. We're trying to have all of these things happen, right? We're trying to make our opportunities in life. We need to sort of step back and relax at home sometimes. Just sort of be there and just relax and sort of, get all of that energy back and get everything reset and let other people give you energy. Let other people spoil you. You let other people help you out because you need that recovery time, because if you just go, you're not going to be well. So the Four of Wands being the home card means home is nice. Home is where to relax. Ace of Wands. I think after you get a reset, after you get your second wind, I think that you're going to be more optimized. I think that's where the optimization comes in, because now you're trying to figure out, how can I tweak this to work smarter, not harder, obviously, and how can I do that? And I think things are going to open, doors are going to open up, and it's going to allow you to do that, to work smarter, to get things done in processes, and to do it well. So I think there is your general reading. And of course, lots and lots of balloons. You know what I mean? All right. Crystal, can I get a reading about my friend that died? Let's check that. What is a good one for that? The Poe knows. The Poe knows. If we're going to have someone that is deceased, but I'm just saying my default deck is Poe at this point. Poe gets it done. Poe understands where things are coming from. Poe understands the kind of activities that we need to have going. Poe understands it all, and the Poe knows. You know what I mean? The Poe just gets it done. You know, reading about a friend that died. We do have the Four of Swords. I think that they still have. Robert De Niro, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. They still have things to say. They still have things to communicate. I think they did not get everything out. They did not get all of this communication out and all of this stuff out. And they still need more communication. The Four, obviously, being a rest period, followed by the Swords being learning, communication. Sort of the windy field there. It feels like they need more communication. They need to communicate still. They still have other things to say. And I think that's possible that, maybe they'll be around trying to prevail and trying to get messages out. Nine of Pentacles says that they're pretty satiated, where they were. They were not exactly in this terrible place, but they were pretty well off as far as sort of spiritually, emotionally, when they went. So it does feel like that they had the opportunities that they needed. It feels like that they were pretty satiated and pretty happy. Overall, obviously, you're not happy when you're dead, but they're pretty happy with sort of the life that they had. And that Two of Cups as well. I think they still want to make a connection. Even after death, they want to make a connection with others. So that Two of Cups feels like a connection is still important with this particular person. So, yeah, because a lot of things they still need to get done. A lot of things to do. A lot of, sort of that mix as how it goes. Anyway, but yeah, the Poe knows. We need a few more upside down Poes, so we're flipping them around. Samantha, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. I appreciate that as well. All right, let's get to Samantha's question here in a bit. By the way, if you just came in, the queue is pretty long. I got to say, we had 5 donations in the first 10 seconds we were here. So we are here, and you are somewhere in here. Nanny, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. We got a lot of new people in chat as well, some of which may have not seen the money trick. I'm just saying the money trick says that I got $1, $2, $3, $4, $5. I need to do something with this money. But clearly $5 is not enough to get some tarot decks. But if I snap my fingers, however, I can get some tarot. It becomes 20, 40, 60. It becomes $100. That's when you can get more decks. Is when you have more cash is when you can get more cards. And that is the money trick. If you like that, please hit that like and subscribe. If you like this, if you like my voice, if you like my hands, if you like the bad lighting tonight, please hit that like like and subscribe button. I appreciate it so much. Let's move on to the next question. Ms. Weeds and Boo Boo joined. What's going on? It's a busy night. What's going on, everybody? Paula is here as well. General career for reading for April. Let's do it. Let's do it. Well, no, let's not do that. But, let's do it. Let's do a reading on general career using the Waterfall Tarot. By the way, in case you're wondering what's up with the lighting, I switched to a different lens tonight. And the new lens requires a lot more light. It's not as high quality as the other lens that I had. So now it's like overblown and it's just a little too much. But, that's okay. All right, but we'll be back to normal on Sunday night. Okay, general career reading for April. It is about the corporation at this point. It is about figuring out where you belong in the corporation, where you need to be in the corporation, because I think it's mobile. It feels like that you need a particular spot within the corporation, within this company, within where you need to be. And I think part of that is just the inaction by the reversed Ace of Wands. This inaction that I think you sort of restricted is where you can get, where you can be. And I think you need to find that path to ultimately get to your destination, because I don't think your destination is where you're at now. Obviously, everybody wants a little bit of upward mobility. I think that is coming. It's a matter of finding exactly how to do that, who to talk to for that, where to go for that. And it is about a big corporation. So the bigger the corporation, I think the better, right? The Hierophant is the superior thing. It is it is sort of a better position. I think that you're on track for that. Nine of Swords says don't really concentrate too much on that, though. Too much on that. Don't concentrate too much, but that's just how it goes. I think it's something that once you find again that path, Sunflower and Karen, thank you for your donation. Once you find that path, it's going to be good for you. It's going to be something that you can grasp onto. It's more finding the pathway to get there than it is the journey. Because I think the journey takes care of itself once you're on that proper path, because people see your skill. They see what you can do. And I think they appreciate that and they want more of it, basically. All right, let's do a Canary. Will it be much longer before I move? My move. I just wrote in a chapter my new book. By the way, the book is coming out nice. I got like 25 pages to go on this book. It is hot. It is freaking hot. This book is amazing. I'm just saying, the book is going to be amazing. You're going to love it. I just wrote a chapter on moving, and it is massive. There's a lot of crap in this book. There's a lot of stuff in this. It's like 200 pages of stuff in this book. And it is all about reading in my style. If you like my style of reading, you just sort of throw down the cards and go kind of thing. The book explains out. It explains every piece of logic that I've used. So I've done about 15,000 readings. I do 1,000 readings a month. Okay, so I've done about 15,000 readings since I started this stream. So that is, that's a lot of reading. And anyway, so if you want sort of this culmination of, what happens after 20,000 readings, this book tells you. Anyway, let's go back to moving, what kind of things we are. It is going to be a while. Okay, we got the 4. Now, the 4 is a delay card. It is a delay card. It delays things. It makes things move forward. It makes things move back a little bit. You can't get to where you need to be. You can't you're sort of stuck in a lot of ways. And you see that sort of that stance here with the 9 as well, right? That stance is like, I'm sitting, I'm stuck. I'm not able to get where I need to be. And part of this is the page. The page just doesn't have what they need in order to get it done. So you have cups, and then swords. The swords has the delay action. It has the action where you're just not finding what you need. The cups has as well, sort of, I'm just stuck here. I have a barrier behind me. I'm not able to get moving. I'm not able to do that. Now, had I seen the 8 of Wands, had I seen the Knight of Swords, anything that was like a big movement card, Chariot, obviously, Anything like that would have been fantastic. I just don't see it. Canary, I think it's going to be a little longer. I think you have a little longer to go. We're going to give the thumbs down. A little longer to go. A little longer to go. That is sort of how we roll with it, right? Sort of how we roll with it. That's a lot of readings. That is a lot of readings indeed. That is a boatload of readings. Anyway, Cowboy Dan, what's going on with my study application? Oh no, and you want the Thoth too. You know that's going to be bad news. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just saying it is the Thoth. Let's get some thoughts in chat. If you are a member, let's get some thoughts in chat, because this is my favorite deck in the entire world. This is my favorite deck of all time. I mean, we have top 10 decks, you know, where I'll get somebody else on the stream and we'll see what decks they like and what I like. The Thoth emerges every single time. It always does. It always does. Because it's my fave. Anyway, what the hell is happening with the study application? We don't read reverse. Okay. All right. Something's up with the application indeed. Something's up with the application indeed. Something is happening. Ming, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So what is going on with it? Number one, I think that the application had a good launch point. It felt like the application was really making progress. The application was really sort of going forward. It had a lot of potential, a lot of things happening with it. And then something happened. It seemed like it just backed up a little bit. Like they needed to investigate it a little further, or they needed to look at something, or they needed to add something to it. It's like it wasn't complete, right? It's like they needed to do a little more research with it. So yeah, it is delayed. It is sort of in that motion and whatnot. The Fool said it will start back up again. You will have that movement. The movement of the Fool will happen. You have this reuniting or this sort of reinitiation of it. So I think it is sort of stuck. I think they're sort of backlogged. They needed to do some other things with it. But yeah, at the end, it will pick up again. The Fool says, yes, it will pick up again. It will go. It will launch forward. You will get that. You will get that done. You will get that done, my friend. It is all about. You know what I mean? Canary, I got some honesty. Most readers sugarcoat it. I don't really sugarcoat anything. I mean, if you do 1,000 readings a month, if you sugarcoat everything, I think it's like entirely obvious. I think if you go to a psychic fair and you only do 30 readings, right? I think that you can sugarcoat that because it's an entirely different audience and what you can't sugarcoat online if you're going to do a lot of readings. I'm just saying. What I need to know about what's going on at work. Tarot and Such has work drama. What's a good work drama deck? I'm going for the Light Seers. We're going for the Light Seers. Light Seer is going to tell you what is going on at work indeed. Because sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes things happen, things are moving, things are happening, and it's all in the back room with management. And they're doing all sorts of weird things back there. You need to know what the hell they're doing. Let's see if we can get at least a little light on the subject. Because tonight is blown out, oversaturated light night. I had to change lenses. Because I'm actually going outside tomorrow. So I needed a lens that's not massive. So here's the lens that I took off. This is not a good outside lens. For one of these little digital cameras. So, yeah, not a good outside lens at all. So, yeah, you got to do that. Carolyn, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. So I put on a smaller lens, and this one is magic for the stream, though. It's 1.4. It's 1.4 and f-stop, and it is just straight up magical. Anyway, what's going on? Situation at work. They're bringing in somebody else. There's more people coming in, right? Philippe, it's been a hot minute. How are you doing? Good to see you. They're bringing in somebody else at work, and it seems like that they are, I think they're getting rid of somebody else. I think they're replacing somebody. It's what I see. Sort of this replacement, right? Crystal, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Yeah, we have a little bit of the replacement action going. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We sort of opened up a new job opportunity. We opened up something happening. There's somebody coming in, right? We have a new opportunity going there. And we have the Ten of Wands, like we have somebody leaving, somebody exiting or something like that. So somebody is being replaced, it seems like, as far as this goes. Now, the Page of Wands says the person that's coming in is not that experienced as far as that. Not that experienced. So I think that they're going to have difficulty picking it up and running with it, which is going to be a problem because if you need things done, if you do have to have some action happening, Boo-Boo, thanks for your donation for Philippe. Philippe, you have been hosted. Welcome back, Philippe. Everybody loves Philippe, by the way. Say hello to Philippe. Everybody loves Philippe. The Page of Wands says the person coming in is not experienced, and you're going to have a little problem sort of getting that person initiated and going in with that. Temperance says overall it does work out. Temperance says it does work out in the long run, but this is the long run. It's like if you need something quick, if you have a big project, it seems that it may not get done on time, basically. So basically, we have some employee movement happening at work as far as what we see here, right? This initiation, this new opportunity, somebody leaving, somebody packing their bags, putting their stuff in the box and exiting. That's how it goes. That's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes work is brutal. Sometimes people leave. Sometimes people stay. Nita is staying, though. Nita, it is so good to see you. I appreciate you hanging out with us. Nita wants to know, how do they feel about me? By the way, in my new book as well, I have 5 freaking pages about how they feel at me readings. So I'm just saying, if you want to know way too much information about how they feel about me, go read the book. It is out. It is out the end of this month. It'll be on PDF. PDF will be on Etsy, and the actual book will be in June. So PDF is just right around the corner, I got to say. How does this Aries feel about me? What are we looking for? Obviously, love cards would be great. Would be fantastic. Obviously, you're interested in how they feel about you. You got a little bit of that dynamic going on. You know what I mean? A little bit of the kissy thing going on, maybe. I don't know. The Three of Wands is like they're basically looking for somebody at this point. I think that they're in the market. Think that they are in the market for somebody. Three of Wands is looking out into the distance, searching, trying to find someone, right? Trying to get that action done. And I got a $2 donation for Gabriella. Gabriella, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Let me know what your question is, Gabriella. And the devil, though says that I think that they're being influenced from somebody else. Think that they have an influence coming in from somebody else. In other words, they're being baited and switched basically from someone. I think that's sort of occupying some of their process. The person coming in, I don't think is very good for them. I think it's a bad influence overall. Devil and the King of Swords. The King of Swords being the totalitarian, the devil having that action, that that no good feel. No offense, Sunflower. But you have this combination. It means that they have somebody in their life that's not doing them any good right now. Three of Wands says they are in the market for something different. They are in the market for something kind of fun and whatnot. But the Hermit says they haven't had much luck. So if you're looking for how they feel about you, I think that they would just be kind of interested. They would be kind of interested. They're sort of in the market. They are looking around. I don't see some of the cards that I would love to see here. If I'm thinking about you, it would be a 10 of Cups, a 2 of Cups, the Lovers. It would have some emotional component here, right? We're just sort of devoid of emotion at this point. But we do have 2 majors. The majors are on the outside, sort of circling in. I think this is a time of their life when things are changing, things are malleable. You do have a lot of different things happening with this particular person as well. So there you go. All right. Yeah, no offense, boo-boo with all of that. So Ryan H. Is Ryan H in chat? Let's see. Ryan H. Want to know my love life. Want to know some love. Aw. Thank you, Christina. Ryan, be sure to thank Christina. Be sure to thank Christina for hosting you. Christina is the hostess with the mostest. I'm just saying now. Christina's amazing. All right. Look, what do we got for love life? I mean, we got this whole damn year waiting around. We need some love. We need some snuggles. We need somebody to share 2021 with. It's what we need. We don't want to sit there and be alone. We don't want to be like the Hermit this year. We want some action. We want some action. Anyway, I mean, I'm just saying that, I mean, you know, we all kind of want some action. I really want to know my love life for 2021. 6 of Wands, interesting. World Chariot. It definitely mobile. I think that you have 2 partners this year. Ryan, if you're still here. Ryan, I don't know if you're still here or not. If you are, Ryan, you have 2 partners this year. It feels like you have 2 sort of this opportunity going this year. Christina, thank you for hosting Gabriella. Gabriella was already in the queue. But yeah, thank you for hosting Gabriella anyway. I appreciate you. You do have 2 partners this year. The first partner is going to be a Taurus. The first partner is going to be a Taurus. Feels like that we have this opportunity. It feels like we have this sort of connection with a Taurus. Now, I think this person just can't be quiet. That's one of the problems with them. They just can't be quiet. They seem to overshare a lot. They do. I think that they're looking for something that doesn't exist. They get too excitable when they do find somebody, and a little bit of that action there, right? The second one, I think, is going to be a Gemini. I think the Gemini is going to be much better for you. I think the Gemini is where the world sort of kicks in, and this Chariot. I don't think the Gemini is here for very long, though, right? I think you basically boot the Taurus to the curb, is what I think. I think that Gemini is more of an opportunity. I think it's more of a short to midterm relationship because we have the Chariot, sort of this exit strategy, sort of exiting with this as well. I think the Gemini actually wants to move in as well. It sort of becomes awkward at some point. The world says that overall, I think this is a good year for you as far as love goes. I think that you do have a lot of cool stuff happening. You have a lot of motion. You have a lot of activities. We got 2 majors. We got 6 of Wands, the Lord of Victory. Karen, thank you for your donation. Overall, it looks pretty magical. It looks pretty good. Now, 2021 is a big ass time. That's a long time. We're talking what, 8 months? We still got 8 months to go. So you could have quite a few adventures coming out there, quite a few, as we sort of wander out and try to find who is in love with us. By the way, I'm in love with all of you, and there is a queue. I mean, I'm just saying we're here and you are here. So if you're like, where is my freaking reading? Where's my freaking reading? But I mean, you know, that's sort of with that. That's sort of with that, but you know, that goes. What was going on with him rather than how he feels about me, but the reading was neutral, so I'm cool. Oh, yeah, Nita, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. You two, hadn't messaged in a while. How are they feeling about me? We got a lot of feeling about me cards tonight. Power of the P. What is going on? Good to see you. All right, let's see what we got going on with this. Haven't messaged in a while. What is going on today? What is happening with all of that? All right. Philippe, are you still stuck on that? Philippe, are you still stuck on that bad relationship from like 4 months ago? Let me know, Philippe. I mean, you asked that question like 4 months ago. No, 2 months ago. So you still not over it? I mean, that must have been a powerful one. That must have been some beefy relationship right there. Anyway, speaking of beefy, we got in. We need to find out what's going on with that. Spiritualist, join. What is going on? Good to see you. All right. How do they feel about me? They could take you or leave you. I think you get a lot of this feel from in, right? They could take you or leave you at this point. 4 of Cups is about getting things and you know, sort of being oversaturated with the same thing. You know, we sort of need to get rid of it sometimes. We need to sort of ignore it and move past it. You see that with the Hermit, that isolation mode, the pulling back, the withdrawing. They're really not wanting that connection right now. They're really sort of pulling back a little bit of that Hermit feel, right? Boo-boo, thank you for your donation. And the Ace of Cups. I think you get this a lot. They're pulling back. They're not wanting to engage. And they're sort of in that withdrawal mode or like that. But then they reach out. And that's what you have here again with the Ace of Cups. They have that reaching out, that initiation of something later. And you do have that. You do have that where you do continually get that, where they're going to reach out later. And, you know, they're sort of coming in with that. So, I mean, there you go. Right now, not the opportune time, but later, we do have that sort of the reaching out feel, the wanting to connect feel as well. Finances in May. May's coming up. May is coming up so damn quick. It is. And I'm supposed to finish that damn book in May. I got 30 pages to go. So the forecast is looking good for my book. Forecast is looking excellent, I got to say. We have a lot of potential. We got a lot of good stuff coming in. Just saying now, Robert De Niro, let's get some money. Let's get some money for Robert De Niro. I mean, it is Robert, he does have De Niro in the name. De Niro is in the name, so we do need some cash. Let's find out what kind of cash we are going to get, because the world says that May is going to be a little bit better than April. It's going to be a little bit better than what I think was the crap fest called March. So we have this improvement, slow, steady improvement. And that is sort of indicated by the King of Pentacles. That is the retired banker. He's got the little man spreading thing going on over there. You know what I mean? Lucky there's no rip in the pants. I'm just saying. We start out with a Page of Pentacles. So we are in recovery mode. We are in recovery mode. We are in expansion mode. We're here where we're sort of starting out. We're moving forward. We're getting things done. And we sort of get into the King phase where we have a little more. So if you're looking for expansion, that's it. If you're looking for getting more, that's it. The world says there is a better opportunity. Definitely a better opportunity than what you had. So there you go. You're looking for that excitement. That is where it is at. We got a lot of hosts. Boo Boo and Christina. Thanks for hosting Diane twice. All right. Let's see what we got going on with Samantha. Samantha is here. As always, Samantha, it is amazing to see you. All right. Tarot Throwdown. You got it?
Time for a Tarot Throwdown.
We're doing a little Tarot Throwdown. Does Larry, man, we're stuck on Leisure Shoot Larry. Does Larry dislike me? Because what of Irene said about me? It's basically a yes-no question. Or because of what Chris said about me. Oh, Jesus. You got a lot of stuff going on over there. All right, we got Irene up here. We got Chris down. We got Chris down here. Okay? Irene up there, Chris down here. Let's see what Irene looks like. So we're basically looking at who's at fault. Who's at fault? Who gossiped more? Who influenced Larry the most with this? Okay, who did? Who did? Okay. Chris is more to the point. Chris is more to the point. It's just like lays it out on the line. Chris lays it out on the line and says, here's your information. I don't think Chris dramatizes it. I don't think Chris just sort of poisons the well. I think Chris just gives us information out. And I think it's pretty brutal what he gives out sometimes. I don't think it's accurate at all, right? Basically. Sunshiny Day, welcome. It is good to see you. Definitely good to see you. So Chris loaded them with some stuff that may not have been true. A little bit on the exaggerated side. But Irene goes for the gut, or goes for the jugular. Irene gets that emotional component, that moon. The emotional component. Irene gets that, right? She gets that pull. She knows what to say. All the buttons, Irene does it well. And she gets that emotion going in there. So I think Larry was pulled a little more from this emotional aspect of Irene, especially with that Hanged Man. The facts are so skewed. The facts are so a little bit pulled to the side. That Irene, I think, really sort of got Larry in the mode of, ooh, something's up over there. I think Chris, not so much. Chris just had that dry delivery of it. So I'm thinking Irene is the one that got Larry, Leisure Suit Larry mad. I think it was, right? Nanny, does my best friend have a problem with me? I hope not, Nanny, because all of us love you. All of us love Maria. Speaking of love, what's going on, Maria? It is good to see you. Well, let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. I mean, you knew I was going to use this deck tonight. You knew I was going to break out the Bumbleberry Hollow, the tarot deck. I mean, I'm just saying. You know, I did say that this is one of those decks, you're going to see it and you're going to want it. And I think a lot of people are like, oh my God, I want that freaking deck. And I don't blame you at all. I can't blame you for wanting this deck. Now, the lighting is terrible tonight. I'm telling you now, lighting normally doesn't look like this, but I had to switch lenses, right? Because this lens is not a good outside lens. Even though it does have that, that's not going to fit. What am I doing? This is not a good outside lens, bottom line. Okay, where does this go? So this is going to fit. I think it goes here. Anyway, this is not the best outside lens. So I had to, okay, it goes over here. So I had to switch lenses because I'm actually leaving the house tomorrow. I know it's shocking. I know it is. Okay. Does a best friend have a problem with me? We got Temperance reverse, Chariot, Page of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. I think that they don't agree with a lot. I think that they don't agree with a lot of things. I think some of the things that you present, some of the activity that happens, they don't agree with that a little bit, right? The Chariot, though, says they're willing to stick with you. I think they're willing to be a little bit on the expansive side. They're willing to, give you a try, give you a shot. That's where the Chariot is. I'm going to hang out with you. It's a multi-person vehicle. I'm going to hang out with you. I'm going to take that ride with you. It's not going to be a big deal. Temperance, though, is that blending. You don't blend well sometimes. Sometimes they say something that you don't like. Sometimes you say something, they're like, what the hell's wrong with you? You get that feel. You do get that feel with the Temperance being reversed. Things blend with Temperance, but when it's reversed, it doesn't blend that well. Page of Wands, I think some of the activities together don't work well. In other words, I think some of the things you do together, you shouldn't do together. I mean, I'm not saying that, but you know what I mean. Some activities are just like, maybe not so much. The Knight of Pentacles, though, they are proud. They are good. The Knight of Pentacles is having pride, having respect for what you've accomplished, what you've done together. And I think they do have that, right? But do they blend well sometimes? Do they like some of the activities that you do sometimes? No. But that's part of anything. That's part of anything, right? All right, we have a donation like a year ago. I know everybody's waiting, and I'm sorry. I apologize in advance. We have a lot of things happening tonight. By the way, if you are in the queue, it is long. It is long because it's a Friday night and everybody's feeling all right. We're here and we need to do all of these. So we are cranking through them as fast as we can. Gabriella wants to know, love this year, is it in the cards? Is it literally in the cards? Gabriella, you need some love this year. I think this year is your year. I think it is. Hopefully we don't draw a bunch of terrible cards. But I mean, I'm just saying the Four of Cups, Queen of Wands, and the Fool. Gabriella, it looks like later is better. That's the bottom line here. Later is better. Later is better for this particular instance. It feels like that the first part of the year is a little bit on the dry side. And it feels like we have more opportunities later. I'm talking like October, late September. We have more opportunities with that Fool. But Gabriella, you need to be willing to take a risk. You need to be willing to take a risk because the person coming in is a Sagittarius and they're not exactly the type of person that you normally would engage with or you normally would sort of be with. You're going to have to keep an open mind. The Fool is about leaping into an adventure, but that adventure, you don't know where the hell you're going to end up. You just don't know where you're going to end up. And that's one of the factors here. You got to be able to take that risk, right? Cheryl, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. The Queen of Wands, though, says you need to sort of take a little bit of a command with the Sagittarius. I think if you let them lead a little too much, maybe not so much. Definitely something where you need to make your preferences known. You need to engage. You need to sort of be there and be a leadership sort of role, because I think if they just sort of allow to just run the way, I don't think it's going to work out for you a long run. Four of Cups, again, says this is not the type of person you would normally date, not the type of person you would normally hang out with. You need to keep that open mind. If you give them a chance, we have a pretty cool thing. We have a pretty cool thing that is going to be an opportunity. I think you're looking for like a medium type of relationship. Get a little love, get a little hearts. I'm just saying it's going to be nice. It is going to be nice. But again, you got to keep that open mind with these things. And again, Boo Boo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Karen, will Daniel and I end up together? Daniel and I end up together. You asked this last night, I think, didn't you? No, the night before last, I think, or something. Yeah, Karen actually did an analysis of your reading on my Patreon. Anyway, not analysis of the actual reading, but analysis of the cards. Basically, see, we get the same thing. Justice, Queen of Wands, and the Magician. I think that you end up being together. I think that you do have the opportunity to be together indeed. Magician is having the master of our tools, or having the master of sort of knowing where to be, knowing what to do and whatnot. Justice says balancing it out, sort of factoring in all of the components, all of the items that are going to be within the relationship. Will that be there? I think that you have a golden opportunity here for that, right? Indicated by the Queen of Wands. This is something where you are sort of the gatekeeper for it, right? You're sort of the gatekeeper for it. If you do give them the chance, they will have that opportunity. But the Queen of Wands says you are sort of the gatekeeper for this particular opportunity. Now, this is one of the things. Don't be too focused on this. Don't be too focused on this, because now you're nervous. Now you sort of, you're a little bit off, or you're a little bit awkward, and that'll come through. You want to be natural. You want to be relaxed. But if you sit there and focus on this too much, then Daniel comes around, says hi or whatnot. Now all of a sudden you're weird. And they get weirded out in this vibe, and they're sort of, they sort of leave kind of thing. You don't want that. You don't want to focus too much on that. You want to use the magician, relax, be there, justice, balance the whole thing out. And I think that you indeed will be together. I think that is going to be something, I'm just saying, that is great. Christina, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. How should I proceed? My study about folklore, magic, mythology, and witchcraft. Ming wants to know how to proceed on all of the magical arts. I mean, if we're going with magical arts, we're going to do some Chiro right now. The Chiro and the Gilded Tarot Royale is going to be where it's at. I'm just saying. Star light, star bright. The first star that I see tonight. What's going on? Good to see you. All right, Chiro Marchetti says that the King of Cups, it is an emotional journey for you. It is an emotional journey for you. I think that you need to follow more of an emotional path than a logical path, because Ming, I think sometimes you get in these things and you get embroiled with all the details. You get down and dirty with all them details. You're like, ooh, this and that and this and that. And you're just mixing all of this stuff up together with the detail. But the reality is that you just need to connect. You just need to connect with the good stuff. You need to connect with it, because I think that if you get too deep into the details, you're going to lose that connection. You're going to lose that emotional King of Cups. And the Ace of Wands says just continue on. Continue on. Move on. Don't get stuck. Don't get infatuated with one little thing. You need a variety. I think that you're looking at a lot of different things. You need a little of all of it. Don't get stuck in one thing and just pursue that at the cost of everything else. You want to mix, because Ming, I think you get bored. And I think the more cool things you got moving around, I think that's where you're at. Sweet P, thank you for your donation. Hanged Man and the Two of Pentacles. Just because somebody says this is good, just because somebody says this is the path, don't believe them. The Hanged Man says do your own version of it. Get your own mix in there. Get your own view of the material. Because the Two of Pentacles says you are going to get into choices, and those choices are going to make a difference for you. All right. So the choices matter, and making the right choice is going to be there as well. Dr. Mystical, what is going on? Good to see you as always. We are on 35 donations for tonight. All right. Crystal, how is Stephen feeling about me right this second? What is Stephen doing right this second? Let's see. Let's see how Stephen is processing you. Let's see what Stephen is doing. Ooh, that's 7 of Pentacles. Nice. 8 of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles here. A lot of Pentacles here. I think they see you as a benefit to their life. I think that they see you as a benefit to their life. Somebody that has the sort of the magic. Somebody that has this special thing that they need in their life. And I think the 7 of Pentacles is they're willing to sort of work towards that. They're willing to work with you. They're willing to work in that realm, right? Because 7 of Pentacles is digging things, making a future and whatnot. They're willing to put forth that effort, right? Boo-boo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. All right, the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles says that, again, they're willing to be with you. They're willing to build something stable with you. And that's sort of where we're at, right? The Queen of Pentacles says that at some point, it's up to you to build the house. It's up to you to build the rock-solid foundation if you want to do that. And that is going to be one of the key factors here, because a lot of times we sort of wait on somebody else for that. I think that you are going to be sort of in the lead role a little bit with that Queen aspect, with the Pentacles aspect. One of the big things about Stephen as well is you need to have, they get distracted easy. You need to put them in the path again. If they get distracted, you need to roll them back onto the path, because they do get distracted a lot. You need to keep them focused. And if you can do that, that's going to be okay. Because a lot of times, a little focus helps. All right, we're on 36 donations. Sunflower for Philippe. Philippe had a question or no? What's going on? Been busy every night. Philippe. Oh, that's right. Philippe had a relationship still. Let's see. Focus on a bad relationship, and want to focus on more productivity, more productive things. Let's get the Anna K over here and get that done with the K. Is that okay with the Anna K? I'm just saying, the Anna K. We still got that relationship for months. Is that the same? I haven't been watching chat because it's like a message a second. But Philippe, is this the same relationship that you were in? Let me know. Let me know. What is going on with that? How to move on from that? Death says you need change. You need change. You need something different. You need something exciting. I think you need something basically to replace them. And that is something that excites you, that exhilarates you, that makes you there, right? The Emperor, basically, you also need to step up in some cases. You need to step up and say, with your thoughts, and take control of your thoughts and be the emperor with your thoughts. Because if your thoughts do wander back over, you need to pull it back, right? That can be meditation. That can be focus exercises. But basically, you need change. The more change, the better. If you keep wandering into the situations that you both were in, you're going to have that pain again because the memories come up. If you keep letting the memory wander around your head, you're going to have that as well. Now, remember that you do have command over your brain. You do have command over your thoughts. And you can do exercises that can pull those thoughts away. And that's what's really going to be the key here, right? And the Queen overall is sitting there feeling sorry for yourself. Don't blame yourself. I think part of that is blaming yourself for it. You don't want to do that. You just want to not do that, because you are not at fault for what happened. Even if you were, forgive yourself, move on. That's what you need. You moving on, gaining control of those thoughts. If it's meditation, that's fine, but you need a level of control. All right, Karen, I want to know my love life for 2021. Let's do it. Let's do it, Karen. Let's do it with this deck right. Ooh, look at the close-up. Look at the close-up. It's this deck right here, which is the Wizards. The Wizards Tarot. I don't use it enough. I need to use it more. That's the bottom line. I need to use this deck more because it's beautiful. Has a beautiful, I think it was a full color book. My God, it was amazing. It was just amazing. By the way, pardon the camera tonight. Pardon the camera tonight. That's just the way it goes. By the way, if you like tonight, if you like the 37 freaking readings and all that good stuff, if you like the action, hit that like button. I mean, hit that like. It lets YouTube know that I don't suck. That's all I really want, is YouTube to think I don't suck. Love life. The Seven of Pentacles, Emperor, and the Two of Wands. Tonight is a Seven of Pentacles and Two of Wands kind of night. I mean, Emperor kind of night. That's okay. You do have somebody that's focused on you, that's been focused on you. You got a crush. They like Karen. You have a little bit of a crush. I don't think it's like the end of the world crush, but you do have a little bit of a crush. I think they're actually going to approach you. I think so. That Emperor says they take command. They come in. They want to approach you. That Two of Wands, they've been looking. They know you're around. They have been looking around. And the Seven of Pentacles, they're finally willing to put in the work. They're finally willing to come forward. They're finally willing to do that, right? Midnight Meditations, welcome. How you doing tonight? Good to see you. But the Seven of Pentacles are finally willing to approach you and do the work and all that stuff. That's sort of the love life coming in, right? It's sort of the next phase. That is the next phase coming in, is this person that has had the crush on you. And I think they're kind of nervous. You're going to have to... you're going to have to excuse them for being nervous. I'm just saying, you're going to have to excuse them for being nervous because, I mean, apparently you're pretty popular. You're pretty popular. Speaking of popular, oh my God. Speaking of popular right now, love you, Sunshine. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. Speaking of popular, it's a Super Lunaris Tarot. Super Lunaris Tarot. What is the current plan for me? The Libra seems to be in command. Power of the P is being powered over by the Libra. Luckily, the Libras are good with balance. A little bit of that justice feel in there. What are their plans? Doesn't look good. Got a little bit of the fractured feel with that. A little bit of the fractured feel with that Three of Swords. Coming in with a Knight of Swords. It seems that they have some problems. It seems that they need some resolution. It seems that they're going to come in to discuss these problems. They want to know. They want to know what is happening, where it's happening, and what is going on. The Knight of Swords into that 3. I think they have some messages. I think they have some things to work out. They are going to approach you with it. Now, they are not going to be entirely truthful. They're not going to be entirely truthful. I know it's shocking, but that 4, they're withholding something. They have that closed body language. It feels like they're just not in that mode. Ace of Wands says you need to react to whatever it is pretty quick. You need to get pretty quick with it. Don't wait around. Don't think about it. Don't tell them you need 4 days to think about it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You need to engage immediately. That power of the P, that is the critical point here, is to engage immediately, to get done immediately, and to sort of react with that. Christina, thank you for your donation. We got a reading for Kanan. Kanan wants to know. Kanan wants to know. I have to think of a question. Will I work as a tarot? Okay. Started with my friends. Please use what? Please Acurol deck. Mysterious. Thanks a lot. Kiss. Okay. Is that Kanan's question? I think so. All right. Will I start working as a tarot reader successfully this year? All right. With a kiss as well. With a kiss as well. Where's my freaking kiss? There it is. Mwah. All right. Will I work as a tarot reader successful this year? See what's going on with that. See what's happening with that. See if we can get that going on. Because I am just saying that harmony, friendship, and the hermit. The tarot reading needs to be done online for the most part. It needs to be done online for the most part. I think that you're going to have problems getting it in person. Could it be COVID? Is COVID still a thing? Could it be COVID? Maybe. The friendship says that you do need that customer base. Building that customer base is going to be important to you to make that reading work, to make these things work. Harmony says you have the ability, you have the emotional empathy, you have the skills that can pay the bills with this. I mean, that can happen. Harmony can happen, but you need the customer base and you need to be away from them. In other words, online, be at a distance, be online. That's going to be your key component here because I think in person is just not working for you right now. So success, I think you have it. You have the customer base headed your way. You have the skills to pay the bills. And if you can do it online, that is going to be one of the key factors as well. So yes, we're giving that a thumbs up. We are giving it a thumbs up because I think that is looking the way that you need it to look. Diane had a host. Thank you for hosting, Diane. Let's see. Diane posted a question like a year ago. Man, I am lucky I have this freaking app that I said. I'm lucky I have this app. By the way, in case you wonder what the app is, it's an app I wrote. Okay. All right, let's get Diane's question. Question numero uno is going to be, will I have any problems selling the condo this year? This year. Will I have problems selling it out this year? Ace of Pentacles, 7, and the King, no. No. You're not going to have any problems. We're giving it a thumbs up. You won't have any problems. Why do I say that? Ace of Pentacles, the money's coming. The money flows. The money flows like water. Diane, something's up over here where you get that condo and you get rid of that thing like that, Diane. I'm saying now, you get rid of it like that. And don't see any problem at all. Seven of Swords, this is the moving card. It literally carrying swords away from your condo. And the King of Cups, you have the emotional satisfaction about getting rid of that. You have this emotional satisfaction about getting rid of that as well. Now, as far as the price goes, we need more cards. We need more cards. We got to get that. We got to get more cards. You know what I mean? To see, do we get some fat cash? I don't think that you get a great price. No, I think it's thumbs down for this. I don't think you get a great price for this. I think the problem is you're too emotionally attached to it. It feels like you're still a little bit of attached to it. It's difficult kind of getting out of there. Strength says you don't find the right people either. You don't find the right people that are going to give you the fat cash that you need as far as the great price. And the Queen of Swords, it's like a little bit of a haggle fest at the end there. But, I mean, you get the dough, you just don't get the fat dough that you were really sort of looking for in that. By the way, we are ending soon after these 10 billion readings. We're putting up the ending soon. We're ending after these 10,000 readings. We're ending soon. All right, Boo Boo, thank you for hosting Mary. Mary, let me know what your question is in the meantime. Let's go on to the next question. By the way, if you're in the queue, it's massive. We're up to almost 40 people now. I think we're on 40. All right, are they going to give me more hours at work? Maria wants to know. Let's get it done with this Thoth derivative. Get it done with the Thoth derivative by M.M. Molina. Get it done. We need more hours. Are we going to get it? Prince of Swords, the Lovers, and the Empress. I think so. We'll give this a thumbs up on this. I think it's possible. I think it is quite possible. I'm just saying now. It is quite possible. The Empress is the comfort card. It's that feeling of home, the feeling of I know where I'm at. This is where I want to be. This is the action that I need to be taking. The Lovers says you have that connection with management. They are able to provide what you need, right? They're able to provide what you need. Hopefully clothed. Hopefully they're not naked when they approach you with this. The big one here, though, is the Prince of Swords. The Prince of Swords brings in all of these extra workers. The Prince of Swords has all of this activity going on. And the Prince of Swords gets it done and gets all of this activity, all of this communication, whatnot. You get the influence, you get the things that you need to get management to give it to you. And the Empress, you have that comforting feel of things going nice. So overall, I think you're set. I think that you get more hours and work indeed. How come Mom ain't coming with me to sign the lease? What the hell's wrong with Mom? She ain't coming she needs to come sign the lease. What's wrong with Mom up in here? Needs to come sign that lease, to come sign it now. All right. Let's see what's happening. The Emperor, she's got shit to do. Yeah, she's got shit to do. She doesn't want to come, right? The Emperor, you know what's going on. You have the leadership that you need. You don't need her to hold your hand. You have the leadership that you need to get it done. She wants you to be independent. She wants you to go forth and to do that as well. The Moon says that, yeah, she's not really all that interested. Not really all that interested is the bottom line. Not of Swords. She has activity. She has movement. She has things to do. She has other shit to do. And she just needs to do that stuff because the King of Coins says, we all got things to do. And ain't nobody got time to go sign a lease with you, apparently. Ain't nobody got time for all of that. So you got that mix. She wants you to be independent. I'm just saying. Cheryl, I'm a good English teacher material. Let's go for it. Let's find out if you are a decent English teacher with the Druidcraft Tarot. And by the way, if you're new to the stream, I love the Druidcraft Tarot. I have used this so much. This has been abused and used by me so much. English teacher material. You're going to get bored with it. I think you're bored with it not right now. I think you're getting bored with it right now. You have this feel It feels like you're okay at it. You're good at it. I mean, you get the job done, but are you really that happy? Are you really that happy with it? Is this really what you want to do? Is this really what you want to be? You can feel for it sometimes, and other times you can't. But the biggest problem is I think that you need a lot of variety in your work. I think that you can't just do the same things over and over and still keep at it. You need this variety. You need things that pull you emotionally. That's one of the things here. You need things that pull you in emotionally, that rope you in, that pull you in. If you can sort of attach that to this, I think you're going to be better off. But right now, that wait card, that delay card here with that queen, it just feels like that you have a little bit of a, you know what I mean? You have a little bit of a mix here. You just got to get into it a little more. Get into it a little more. So the question is, are you good at it? Yeah, you are good at it. Is this something that you want to do forever? Yeah, maybe not. Maybe if you found that happy medium, you know what I mean? Maybe if you found that happy medium where you had a lot of variety, you're emotionally invested in it, it's like really fun for you. If you could find that space, I think that would be better off for you in the long run. Tiara, host and Tiara. Let's see, Tiara's question. What is it? Don't even see Tiara. Yeah, I do. The Tiara. Should I post my question or wait? You should post your question. Question. Does TC talk and gossip about me behind the back? Should I trust her? Should I trust this person, or are they gossiping? Let's go forth with this bad lighting day. Let's go forth with this bad lighting day and find out. Can you trust this person? No, I don't think you can trust them. I don't think you can trust them. I think that they have abandoned you in a lot of different respects. By the way, entertainment purposes only. That Eight of Cups, they have abandoned you in certain respects. I think some of the things that they've done is just like, nah, I'm going to go my own way. I'm going to go the other way. Strength says that you have to sort of put up and be patient with this particular person because I think they've already left emotionally. The Eight of Cups, that abandonment, but it's coming from the Two of Cups. We had a connection. We had a thing going, we had opportunities, but we had to give it up. We had to move on. And I think that's one of these things here. So I think that something's happening behind your back indeed. That's just what I feel. That's just what it sort of says. That Two of Cups migrating into the Eight, it feels like there's that separation. I think that's why you've already felt that. That's why you asked. I think that's why you asked in the first place, right? Spiritualist wants to know, just question, note, trying to enjoy the entertainment. Thank you so much. Starlight, how will the weekend go? Let's see about that. Let's see how your weekend goes. Everybody is all excited because the Bonefire Tarot has a new version coming out, and I bought it. I bought the Bonefire Tarot V2, and I got to say, I'm pretty excited about it. I'm pretty excited about getting it. It's kind of tiny, but you know, small things or no, yeah. Small, good things are in small packages. Is that I don't know. The Ten of Cups. The weekend has bittersweet emotional feel because you have the King of Wands and the Ten of Cups. I think somebody's pulling at your emotion this weekend. Either they're trying to affect you or they're sort of pulling at your emotions. Maybe they have something to say. Maybe they have an opinion. Maybe they sort of want something to happen. But you do have somebody pulling your emotions this weekend. They're sort of moving you. They want you to move in a particular direction. And I think this is one of the big factors here is that this weekend is going to sort of launch sort of this chain of change. And this weekend is going to launch this change up there. So you got to sort of put up with the change a little bit. You got to sort of adjust to it a little bit because I think that's going to be one of the key factors here is change. Dealing with it, sort of figuring out where you fit in the entire realm. But yeah, do you have somebody pulling at your emotions? And I do think that you're starting sort of this cycle or sort of a change that's going to be occurring this weekend. It's sort of going to move, I think, into the next month or so as well. So there's your weekend. Looks pretty good. Definitely that emotional pull factors in there as well. Sweet Pea, buy the home or wait for people to open the borders. We got a throwdown.
Are they cheating on me? Those panties
Sweet
ain't
Pete.
mine.
We got the buying the home up here. And we down here, we got wait. Do we want to wait or do we want to go? We can look for, oh my God. Buy the home. Buy the home's looking damn good. But the Sun card really sort of waiting. Okay. You got good news all around. Buying the home looks fantastic. The Sun with justice, the Sun feels like that balance occurs with the buying the home. The opportunity is here. The opportunity needs to be taken. You have the Sun and justice. By the way, entertainment purposes only. Never buy a home based upon a fat man reading 40 readings in one night on YouTube. But yeah, you have that feel of this is the opportunity. And you see that, you know that, you feel that. This is your opportunity. And you're really leaning towards it, I got to say. Down here, you're waiting for the country to open the borders. It's almost like the country delays opening the border. They delay it. We have this guard. They're on guard. They're not getting these things to where they need to be. They're not processing it as they need to processing it. And when they do, it's like the opportunity has fled. The opportunity has fled away. So overall, I'm just saying, overall, Christina wants to know what new Bonfire Tarot. It's called the Tarot Avatara, and it was on Kickstarter. And the Kickstarter's over, but I think it's on Etsy. Dr. Mystical. Dr. Mystical, do they have a question? Thank you for supporting me. Got to get running soon. Nice to be here. I don't see a question. Dr. Mystical, let me know what is your question. Let me know. You got to get running soon anyway. All right. Then we had another donation before Boo Boo, and that was Love You Sunshine wants to know something. By the way, last couple of readings. We're on the last couple of readings. Love You Sunshine wants to know something. Intimacy reading. Who is coming in love? Let's check that out. By using, speaking of Dr. Mystical, we'll use the Tarot of Dr. Mystical Moments. Don't I be picking my question. Love You Sunshine. I'm picking your question right now. I'm doing your question right now. Love You Sunshine. Intimacy reading. Who's coming in love? The Magician, the Knight of Cups, and the Two of Wands. I think you have somebody that's not authentic. I think you have somebody that's inauthentic coming. It's like that they present an image or a feeling, but it's not exactly the feeling that is true. It feels like it's kind of fake, right? The Magician, they are good at this. They are good at this. They're good at mirroring your life. They're good at sort of finding. Boo Boo, thank you for your Cheryl, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, I do have to get running. I do have to leave. All right, let's see. The Magician. Says they are good at this. I think they're a little bit inauthentic. Why do I say that? Because they have the Knight of Wands with the Two of Cups. It's like they come in romantically. They have that romantic feel. They have that authentic feel. But the Two of Wands, they're still looking. They're still looking. They're still scanning the atmosphere. They're still scanning the lands. They're trying to figure out where they want to be or who they want to be with, even though they've come across as the Knight of Cups, the romance. They've come across as the Magician, as this authentic, this really interesting person. I think that they're good at doing that. The Magician with the Knight of Cups, inauthentic because of the Two of Wands. So you need to sort of watch out for that, Love and Sunshine. I think that's what you got going on. Definitely look for authenticity. Definitely look for authenticity. That is going to be the key. Anyway, psychotherapist. Will I be a good psychotherapist? By the way, this is the last reading of the evening. This is the last reading of the evening. And for a psychotherapist. Let's see how it's going to go for Cheryl. Anyway, thank you all for being here tonight. I really appreciate that. It has been an action-packed night. Did we break a record? We have 41 readings tonight. I don't think that is a record. I think 43 readings was my record. Anyway, we didn't break a record, but damn, we were sure busy. So thank you all for being here. I greatly appreciate all of y'all hanging out with me. Let's do the last reading of tonight, and then we're all going to go to Dr. Mystical's channel. I mean, I'm just saying now, we're all going to go to Dr. Mystical's channel and just hang out over there because that's the place to be after this stream's over. Only 19 likes. Come on, hit that like and subscribe. I worked hard. Hit that like button. Please. Hit that. Where's it? Yeah, the place was on fire tonight. It was on fire tonight. It was on fire tonight. All right. Mana is like talk sessions. Mana, I don't see you. Mana, did you donate? Mana, I'm looking. I don't see it. Mana, email me your question. Email me your question. We will get it tomorrow. We will get it tomorrow. Anyway, psychotherapist, will it be a good one? High Priestess says yes. Now, Cheryl, you're good at information. You're good at information. You're good at picking up information, learning it, and you're good at rocking the boat. You're good at rocking the boat. In other words, you get there and you make an impact. The High Priestess is the knowledge, carrying the Torah, understanding how things go together, and that is good. The Wheel means that you be very regular at it. It has enough variety to where you're going to be in there. It has enough variety to where you're going to love it, right? That Wheel of Fortune, that day-to-day activity, what comes around, goes around, that's the way it goes. Hermit, it feels like that you're very independent, right? You very, very independent as far as that goes as well. And Death, again, that variety that you need. Not to get bored, Cheryl, the variety is there. The Death, you have all sorts of unusual questions, right? You have all sorts of cool things that people ask you. They want to know. You have cool things that you can impart as sort of knowledge and advice. I think that this is a perfect match for. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Look at how perfect this is. It is fantastic. Anyway, all right. Mana, thank you for your donation. If you do have a question, Mana, let me know. Let me know. In the meantime, we will see you once more on Sunday. On Sunday. Thank you for watching tonight, and see you on Sunday night.